let's go. A little bit of wheel spin.
Yo, man, that was scary, bro. Bro, that was nice though, man. I don't know how you took that turn. I was worried for you, man.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we have a 2019 Toyota Camry XSE V6 on our channel. I want to say a huge shout out thank you to Christian over at Sheehy Nissan of Manassas in Manassas, Virginia, for providing me this Camry for a test drive. His information will be in the right hand corner side of the screen, so if you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, reach out to him. Well, let's get her started and see how she drives. So the Camry V6 is a pretty interesting car. You'd think it's a very commonplace car in the US market, but it's actually a cool little gem. It's an overpowered front-wheel drive platform with a great sound and great reliability. But does this really need a V6? And should you get a 4-cylinder or a V6? And that's what we're gonna try and find out today. This car is also special in a way is that a Camry V6 was my first car in high school that I drove, and I've had so many mixed feelings about it, and I will also tell you about them today. So the first thing, when I was about to get to the back seat right now, I'm putting my arm into the handle, opening it, and I don't know. Personally, in my opinion, this doesn't feel like super solid, in the sense that when you open the door of like a German car or European car, like the handles are nice and meaty, the door is heavier, but here it's like, it's more plasticky. Nevertheless, let's check out the back and get in here and see how it feels. So getting in the back seat here, closing the door, I gotta say it's very comfortable here. I like the feel of it. We got lights here, a huge sunroof. That's a gigantic sunroof, I think. I've never seen such a big panoramic sunroof in a sedan before, so I do love this. We've got our cup holders. Materials feel good. I like the leather, feels nice. We got the vents. I do wish they added like USBs right here, maybe some vents on the side like Volvo does. We got the pockets. I like the shape of the seats. But this stitching and the pattern of the seats actually reminds me a lot of the Maxima. And these red, these right here, this toggle button, I don't know, I'm not really digging the red. They could have made it like aluminum too, just to make it blend in more. There's a lot of black plastic right here, like dark plastic. So I definitely would have some recommendations for the design improvements. Let's look over at the trunk. I don't think there's a button here, so we have to use either the key or go back to the driver's door and pop the trunk hold. Another thing I think should have been implemented here. Yeah, oh, actually no, never mind. They do have it. I do apologize. I just couldn't find it. There we go. Cool. We took care of that. Great big trunk, perfect for traveling. You can put a lot of stuff in here. Let's go check out the engine bay. I believe this specific powertrain in this Camry pumps out about, I think, what, like 300 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the V6. And it's made it to the 8-speed automatic, the ASIN 8-speed. I had the same transmission in my Volkswagen Arteon, and I'll be honest, on the highway, great transmission, loved it. At low speeds, I did not like it a lot at all. It was confusing. It got confused all the time. I didn't know what gear it wanted to be in. And the second to third shift was very slow. And also, talking about design cues, I don't usually comment on them that much since it's a very personal thing, whether you like it or you don't. But I don't really understand this cue right here, this design cue. It kind of resembles, if I close the bottom part, kind of resembles a really, really old Toyota. But let's go inside and see the interior and go for the drive. So sitting in here, I like the layout. I like how everything is placed. We have storage space for our phone, outlets, charge port for the USB, Eco Normal Sport. Now my question to Toyota would be is, what is this? This looks like a patch, like a band-aid. Somebody put it here, and here are the heated seats. Again, great that we have the heated seats, but maybe they should have made like scrollies or something different. I don't know. I don't really understand this design point here. We got our storage space, more storage space here. All the windows are automatic. We have a 3D view of the car. That is interesting. And it just plays, so it's okay. I think that's cool. Now, the concept of this is really awesome. I love that. I've never seen that, like a mode where it just plays. Now, I do wish the quality was better. That's the only thing. The resolution, I wish it was better. We've got the backup camera, a 360 view. Again, excellent concept to have in a midsize sedan, but the implementation, the quality is very low resolution. We got the navigation system right here, the weather. This looks good to me. Works well, responds well. Graphics are fine. We got the JBL audio, and of course we have this enormous, gigantic sunroof. Look at that. Okay. Good soft touch panel. I love the stitching. Very nice. Let's do the wiper test and the horn test. Okay. Well, let's start out and drive. The doors lock automatically. They don't wait till you're driving 10 miles an hour. Good thing, bad thing, because whenever you go and park, they unlock. There's also a heads-up display up here, but I turned it off because it just doesn't appeal to me the way it looks. It kind of looks a little bit curved, distorted. Maybe just specifically in this car, but I just turned it off. Not a fan. Although I do really appreciate a good heads-up display. The steering feels properly weighted. It's not too light, although it is to the more lighter side. Let's get a guess. All right. Good pickup. And after it shifts into third gear and then to fourth, it kind of takes like a little pause in the acceleration, and it evens out. Only at a certain RPM range do you get like a really good pull. Then it shifts, it builds up again, then you're moving, and then it shifts again. Also, what I've noticed for this transmission from my Volkswagen is that it can get very confused at about 40 miles an hour, like 30. Like if we floor it, like it takes a while to rev up. It's not in the sweet power band. Let's try again. Okay, now we're good. Now we got in the power band. So you really just have to know when the right time is to press the gas. For example, in my Volkswagen, it got really confused between second and third gear all the time. And whenever it shifts, it goes lower into the RPM range, and the acceleration isn't as strong as initially. But on the freeway, this was great. Excellent power. Excellent power from this V6. It pulls strong. I love the sound. Although, in my personal preference, I do like the 6-speed more with the V6 setup. It's just a better driving partner. It needs less shifts to get to 60. It's less confused, especially at lower speeds. Because here it doesn't know, do you want second gear, third gear, fourth gear, or maybe third gear again? Once you're already going 60, 70 miles an hour, no problem. I've drove this specific powertrain setup in the Highlander last year, and it was great on the freeway. Now at low speeds, I did not like it. It was, again, it was not in the right gear. It was not in the right power band. The 6-speed appealed to me much more in the Toyota. See, once you're going highway speeds, it's great. And same can be applied to the VW RDM that I had. Past 60, like 50, 60, great. Great transmission, great shifts. Knows what it's doing, but below that, again, I did not like it below that. The handling is safe and secure, well weighted, definitely not sporty. Body roll is not too noticeable. It's slightly prevalent, but not too noticeable. Let's see how this corner is. Yeah, it's actually good. Holds the road very well. And the ride is pleasant. It's not overly smooth, and it's not too stiff. It's like a good golden middle. And you can definitely feel that this is a lighter car. If I were to guess its curb weight, I'd probably see 3,500 pounds, maybe 3,600 pounds, because it is a little bit less settled than like some German cars, which weigh over 4,000 pounds, or like around 4,000 pounds. This is definitely less settled. It has more road interference than those cars. The soundproofing is not bad. Decently soundproof, but it's still fairly noticeable. Like, you can hear the wind and the road, especially the road noise. You can hear the tires, everything. You can hear it. So I would definitely say I wish Toyota would add some more soundproofing to these cars, especially for this kind of trim with this price range. But still, it's a good, pleasant ride. I do think that the Altima, just on the cabin, is a little more insulated sound-wise. But this is about on par with the Honda Accord, the new one. Like sorry, not the new one, the 2018 and up one. The 2018 to 2022, that Accord. It's definitely on par with that Accord. But let's try out Sport mode, see what that does. I don't think Sport mode really does anything. I feel no difference between this and Comfort. Same response. You put the pedal down, you go. No difference in the handling either, at least in my perspective. But let's make a U-turn, check out the accuracy of the speedometer, and then do some pulls for 0 to 60, see what we can do. Let's go. Okay, good start. Good start. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we did 0 to 60 in 7.09 seconds. Valid slope. 62 miles an hour, which is 100 kilometers an hour, came in 7.5. And the 1/8 mile came in at 9.92 at 73.42 miles an hour. That's really close to the 4-cylinder version, like really close. Although I do like the way the V6 sounds and has that linear torque, the actual performance numbers aren't that off from the 4-cylinder version, at least in this specific car. I feel like the older generation Camry, like the 2012, 2010s, they had a similar 0 to 60, but they did pull, I feel like, harder after 60. Riding here feels nice. I like the seats. They're comfy, refined. I like the visibility. Everything is visible. That is crazy. All right, well, let's come to a full stop. All right, let's reset the Dragy. 3, 2, 1, let's go. A little bit of wheel spin. Let's look at the times. So we did 0 to 60 in 7.2 seconds. Again, similar time, 7.59 to 100 kilometers an hour. And the 1/8 mile came at 10.08 at 73.6. Although I gotta say, what was that Subaru doing? Like, darn it. Some scary stuff.
Yo, man, that was scary, bro. Bro, that was nice though, man. I don't know how you took that turn. I was worried for you, man. Bro, drive safe though. Oh, by the way, guys, yo, subscribe to my YouTube, DM car reviews. DM car reviews.
Well, that wraps up our test drive today. As you can see, that's how the Camry handles. Yeah, so cool car, definitely has some pickup. Does the power really differ from the 4-cylinder? Not really. Similar times, I've got really similar times in the 4-cylinder. Trap speed is like 2 miles per hour apart in the 1/8 mile. So yeah, there's really no point in going for the V6 in this specific body style. Save yourself some money. Unless you just want to have that sound and feel, then definitely get the V6. Well, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and until next time.